Luka Doncic. One more thing before we get to Mosley and go to break. Inside the NBA on an all-time heater last night. Okay? You want to talk about finishing strong on TNT? You had that clip from Charles. Scotty, let's roll Shaq. You guys I think we all know what's happening here. Go ahead.
Thing about Kawhi is, you all right, big fella? You all right? No. Catching a cramp?
Go ahead. Keep talking, Jeff.
Yeah, we're on TV.
I know what we're doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's that olive oil you've been drinking.
I know.
Hey, take some matches with you. Hey, listen, he couldn't hold it.
He can't hold it.
After 4.
So if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast version, Shaq just gets up from his seat at the desk while they're all conversating on the air. It's very clear that his body is telling him he needs to make a trip to the restroom. And when we see that, I think we all move to the worst case scenario there. So that happened on live television. And then the night before, okay, now this was, I'm sorry, I saw it and I laughed, but I know there is a seriousness to the situation. Wow, what was the guy's name? Billy Ray. Let me look it up real quick, and I'll be quick with this because we got to get to Mosley. I looked at it yesterday. So Billy Ray Bates was an American basketball player. Look, I'm reading the Wikipedia. He played for the Portland Trailblazers, and he's third in NBA history of a guy that came off the bench in a playoff game, and his point total, I think he had like 29 or 30 points in a game in the playoffs. So he was, NBA on TNT is ranking or looking at a graphic which has all the guys who scored the most points off the bench in playoff history in a single game. And this guy, Billy Ray Bates, who it was pretty clear that the guys on the set would probably never heard of. And Barkley just says, do you think he's still alive? And he says it on the air. And immediately, Ernie goes into dad mode. And he's just like, oh, come on, Charles. And then Kenny goes into older brother mode. Like, you can't say that on TV. And then Shaq, who's sitting at the end of the desk getting a kick out of it, says, no, I think he's passed. So now they've kind of been like, who the hell is this guy? Is he alive? And Shaq puts him under the ground, okay? And so they open up last night's broadcast with Ernie Johnson. I think they came back from a break with this. They didn't open up with it. But Ernie Johnson is basically like, hey, we have to apologize. We gave some bad information. I mean, he basically was like, it was inaccurate, it was ignorant, and like, we're embarrassed. We screwed up. And he takes accountability. It's funny, though, they don't have Charles or Shaq on because those two guys totally screwed this up. And the good news, though, is that we are informed that Billy Ray Bates is still alive at 68 years of age. He's not even that old. So, I mean, that show is just absolute television gold. Sometimes for the wrong reasons, but man, unbelievable. Props to Inside the NBA, and so excited they will carry on after this season. Even if you don't watch it, like I watched part of it last night, watching the Knicks, but yeah, awesome stuff. All right, Matt Mosley coming up. He is always Dallas Cowboys information gold. Pete Souza Show presented by Slovagics. Coming back after this with Matt Mosley.